welcome to my workshop. It is now time with pine. I haven't done one of these in a while. I've had a couple projects since the last one, and I've been getting requests, so I appreciate that. My last couple projects, my springtime herb planter, I really was happy how that turned out. Initially, when I started assembling it and stuff, it was kind of looking pretty ugly. That wood was perhaps some of the rattiest, stinkiest, driest, splinteriest, prone to splintering wood I had ever worked with. But when you use that non-transparent stain, hey, I have a question. What's the difference between non-transparent stain and paint? I guess I don't quite get that, but when I was using that stain, it worked really well, and it made that project a lot better than it would have been otherwise. Where I put that on the back of my house, if you remember seeing where that was, I may make another one like that one, put it on the other side of the window, and then maybe make a more traditional, regular window box type planter as well back there, just to even it out. That's down the road here a few weeks at least, but that was one of my ideas. Let's see. Oh, and when people were asking questions on my YouTube video of that planter, Dave McCulley, he said, I was really hoping you would say parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme when I answered the question of what kind of herbs I planted. You get it? Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Steve Carmicheal had to look it up. I got it right away. So if you have to look it up exactly like that in sequence on YouTube. I'm sure it will reveal where that comes from. My bookends. That took a little longer than I thought it was going to, but anyway, I really enjoyed doing that, and I'd had that idea for some time, long before the group of woodworkers came out with their bookends. I hope you enjoyed it. I had some trouble with the video initially, but it should be good to go. The sound's working again, so if you need to go revisit it to find out what those pieces were, please do so. Leave a comment, questions, as always. I appreciate the viewers. Of Summers Woodworking, they are having a contest, and I really would encourage every one of you to get involved this year. We'd really love to see a whole lot of entries. Make it hard on Brian to figure out who won. But it's a 2x4 contest, and that's a lot of fun. And Steve Carmicheal, speaking of him, he also had a 2x4 contest with his local woodworking club, and he built the sub sandwich. Remember that? Well, that's the kind of thing I think that Brian's looking for, is creativity. I have no idea if what I'm thinking is going to be that creative, but it's going to be a lot of fun. Win or lose, it's about having fun. One single 8-foot 2x4 standard wood, pine, fir, whatever it is, the white 2x4 that you buy for about $3. A lot of fun. Material certainly not very expensive, so I would encourage you to participate. And like always with Time with Pine, I will put in the notes below the video all the links to all the things I talk about in my video here. Just a few videos I'd love to highlight that I really enjoyed. One of them was more recent. I think it might have come out today or yesterday, and that was from Garage Woodworks, and he shows very simply how to sharpen chisels. And I believe the wet stone kit that he has is the exact same one I have, and the chisels are as well, the same ones I have. If you follow his simple instructions on that video, you can have chisels that are razor sharp. Tom at the Unplugged Workshop, he's the hand tool guy, one of the hand tool guys out there that I mentioned a few shows ago. He is working on what's called the Good Doctor's Medicine Chest, and I just get mesmerized watching his videos for some reason. You should check it out. It's a whole series. I think he's on the 8th episode of this medicine chest project, and it's just really neat what he's coming up with. I'm looking forward to the completed project. So something worth looking at. The Shaving Wood Workshop's new to me, and I found it on one of the links of one of you out there on Facebook. You had liked one of his videos, and it's Thomas Pawlowski. He is doing some neat projects on there. That's a new channel to me. I'll leave a link for it, so check it out. One of his most recent short videos was how to make a cap for a deck post which, you know, you can go into the Home Depot or the store like that and buy the cap ends. Well, he shows you how to make a quick, down and dirty, inexpensive way to make a cap end. So that's just one of his recent projects. He has a lot of other really neat projects on there as well. Did you all see Peter Brown's video this week? I have to admit, my name is Chris Pine, and I'm a wood hoarder. He made a video called Confessions of a Wood Hoarder, and it is so funny. It's not only funny, but it's so true. Most of us as woodworkers, we just can't seem to throw away even the smallest piece of wood. And he talks about that in the video. And at the same time, it's such a beautiful piece of wood sometimes, we can't bring ourselves to actually use it in a project. So it just continues year after year to sit in the shop and look beautiful, but basically collect dust. It's a really funny video. The no extra charge video. This is a little thing I think I'm going to throw out every time I do one of these Time with Pine videos. It's not necessarily about woodworking, because I look at YouTube a lot and it's not just woodworking videos. This one happens to be about how they grow those square watermelons overseas. It's somewhere in Japan or China or some country like that where they grow these watermelons in a glass box, and how that is very hard for them to do. And basically, it's a good video. You should check it out. It's kind of interesting how they do all that. And I had seen this on the news or sometime in the past where they have actually, when it's all done, it's a square-shaped watermelon. It's kind of humorous, but at the same time ingenious. So check it out. One last note. I am also doing a series of videos, and I just kind of stumbled upon this idea. I subscribe to 2 or 3 Facebook pages that are basically about my local area too. One of them is old style or old school Denver, and so forth and so on. And mostly it's just a site where people like me that have lived in Denver, I've lived here all my life, and a lot of people lived here a long time on that Facebook page. And we just post reminiscent things, you know, where certain places used to be, different things. Well, I started putting together some videos for my area here, Southwest Denver. The title of the show is called Pine in Southwest Denver. I have no idea if any of you'd be interested in watching that, but I'll include a link down below. It's a lot of fun to make videos, and I've been getting a very positive response from those pages. I'll post the link on those pages, and then the people go watch the videos. It's a lot of fun. YouTube's a lot of fun. I have a couple, after that I'm finished here talking, there's a couple little things I wanted to show you that I already recorded. I bought some tools on eBay, and I also fixed my sander, so it's just a quick thing. I appreciate you watching. Thanks for watching Time with Pine as well. I don't know what I'd do without all the viewers. I guess I'd be talking to myself. Have a great week. Thanks for watching as always. We'll see you next time, and God bless. Had a little problem with my sander, and it happened while I was using it, of course. And if you look at the pad, it comes off with 4 screws. Very simple. They are the, it looks like you could actually use a straight bit, but it's this star bit. I'm fortunate to have a set with my screwdriver of all these different bits, shapes, and sizes. And what the problem was it no longer is holding the paper. I mean, it's just not gripping anymore. This thing is just wore out. You can see how it's worn on the back and everything. So I looked online, and believe it or not, one of the cheapest places online that I could find to buy a new pad was Home Depot. And they had free shipping to the store nearest me. So I got my new pad here from DeWalt. And it's got a little bit of a different background here. But anyway, guess what? We're in business again. The hook and loop works great on the new one. So I'll get this changed, or put the new one on there, and we should be back in business. I bought these tools on eBay, and I got a really good deal on them. I think I got a good deal on them. This is a marking gauge, and it's, if you can see the Stanley there, Stanley number 95, and it works like this. So it comes out, has the little scribe mechanism there, and then has this same way. So has a couple different markers, and I'm not even sure of the history of this. how this works or what exactly it was for. I assume it was for woodworking, but I think I paid 10 bucks delivered for this. These other tools over here I got all in one deal for $8 delivered, and then you have your old ruler, kind of neat, mostly for, oh gee whiz, that's cool. I don't know if I'll ever use them really, but still pretty neat. Folds up, and that is a Stanley as well. Stanley number 61. This is actually a Marples marking gauge, and it's in pretty good shape. It has your plastic thumb screw there, of course your marking tip, and your adjustable gauge there. This one, I forgot what it is. I don't know if there's a name on it or not, but it is a little more used, if you will. It has the wood screw here, and it's got some teeth broken out of the screw. It still works though, and very similar to Marples, just all wood construction, and it looks old, so it's kind of neat. Kind of neat. Both of these have, well, this one has a gauge here, a ruler gauge. This one does not actually have that, but definitely will use them in the shop. And I like older tools sometimes like this. It's fun to buy them and have them and use them. I don't collect them as antiques or anything, I just use them.